As always, here on After Hours with Cade, I sit down with local artists to discuss the impact Lawton and Southwest Oklahoma has had on their career and how it's helped shape their artistry. For this edition, I spoke with Jaden Pierce, an emerging artist who's been making his footprint in the Lawton music scene well before he's even graduated high school.
Hello, my name is Jaden Pierce, and I am 18 years old. I am an artist, a musician, and a music producer. And I have been playing instruments since I was 3 years old. I started playing the drums at 3, played the organ and piano at 5, and I was raised in the church basically, and I started making my own music at the age 12, and ever since then I've been going and pushing.
How did you first get into music? I know that you said that you got into it at age 3. Was that on your own accord, or are your parents musicians? How did you first find that love?
Well, my dad is a musician. He plays the bass guitar, piano, drums, anything you name. So I just, watched him growing up, and he's the reason, But when I first got into it, I knew that I wanted to, make a change in the world. And I knew to make a change in the world, I had to be able to do some kind of form of work, something like that. I hear artists like Michael Jackson and New Edition. I was raised on the old school, so listening to them guys inspired me more to, try to make some music. So.
Girl, I can't explain the way you make me feel. Every time I see your face, girl, you give me chills. You so fine, think about you all the time. Hey, can I ask you a question? Can you be mine? I love the way you make me feel.
I love the way you make me feel, baby.
Your love's so wonderful, feels so real. The sun is up, the sky is blue. Today is a beautiful day. I'm going out, I'm on my way to see your pretty face. She's so fine, she's so fine, she's so fine.
What is the reaction from your parents? What has the support been like from them, knowing that their son already knows what he wants to do and you're actively going for it?
It has been amazing. They are very supportive about me. They told me at a young age, like, if your heart is into it, if you feel like that's what you need to do, then go ahead and do it. And they have been everywhere with me, like with my video shoots. They've been there, they have waters, ready for everybody who's acting. They've just been so supportive of me, and I really appreciate them for that.
Is there a specific moment that turned that idea in your head for you? Whether it be like you performing with somebody, you figuring out a new instrument?
That moment, I think, will be when I was 9 years old, and I got to play for the Children's Rally. And the Children's Rally is where all the kids in the United States come together and they sing. It's a Baptist based. And I got to play, I made the talent, I had enough talent to make it to play, and ever since then I knew that I could do anything with God in my life. Because I trust in God, to get me there. I prayed hard, and yeah, ever since that moment for me, when I was playing the Children's Rally, that's what changed. That's the spark.
I know that you mentioned you have a good connection with God and your faith. How would you categorize yourself as an artist? Because I know that you have a lot of different music.
To be honest, man, I just, stay in my lane, I don't put me first. I put God first, and I pray every night for Him to make, whatever needs to happen come true, my dreams. So, but yeah, man, God is a big key into what I do. I try to stay in my lane. I don't try to be like everybody else, I want Jaden Pierce. When people hear Jaden Pierce, I want them to know Jaden Pierce. Like, he got this type of music. He does pop. I don't want them to be like Jaden Pierce, he the rapper, he this, that. I want people to know when they hear my name that I have something good to provide for them.
Trying to achieve my goals, not trying to fail. I'm not the best in the world at what I do, but I'm gonna keep on grinding until my dreams come true. Watch your habits, for they become your character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. Ooh, I don't know where to go. No suicide, not an option, no go. Let's get through this together. Trouble don't last forever. Ooh, I don't know where to go. No suicide, not an option, no go. Let's get through this together.
How do you ensure that you stand out?
I make that known by just doing something different, doing different music, man. You know, performing, doing my own thing, keeping fans engaged, you know, through social media. It's just all that. Yeah.
Well, growing up in Lawton and being here for your whole life, how do you feel like the town has made an impact on your artistry or impacted it in any way?
Well, growing up here, I think they have made a big impact. They keep me pushing. You know, I'm still in high school, go to school every day. JP, when's your new album coming out? JP, man, I can't wait for it to come out, bro. You know, they keep me going, man. When I feel like giving up, when people ask me them questions like, I'm ready for your album to come out and stuff, it keeps me pushing, man. It gives me more, you know, more power. And
what's your thought process on the current music scene here in Lawton? And does you being in high school kind of affect your ability to make the connections that you need to in this town?
Yes. Me being in high school kind of do affect them.
How has it affected you? Do people just ignore you because of your age? How has the community reacted to you trying to break into the music scene?
I think like it's hard for me to get out there and stuff because I'm in high school, and plus the hours. You know, people be going to work at this time, and I'll be at school while they, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The time is just time. That's all it is, just time. And that's the main factor.
When I say you right up die, telling truth, I'm not lying. Please don't get emotional. Wipe them tears, stop crying. I mean, like, do you trust me? Do you still love me? Cause if you don't, let me know, just tell me. I believe in us, hope that you agree. When we work together, we make a great team. Forever, through the storms, bad weather, me and you together. Your love bring me peace, your love bring me comfort, girl. Forever, through the storms, bad weather, me and you together. Your love bring me peace.
Start talking about your latest album, Life of a Rising Star. I want to talk about the process of putting that together and how you went about that, because I know you've been releasing an album for the past 3 years each year.
Yes, sir. Well, I started on Life of a Rising Star last year, 2022. I remember August 5th, right after I had dropped my senior year album. I started on Life of a Rising Star. And I started with the first song, which is called the Life of a Rising Star intro. And I was talking about how, you know, I'm coming, I'm bringing the heat, I'm ready, you know, I'm about to be grown, stuff is about to get real. And I'm just telling the world of what I'm thinking and how I feel and how I believe in myself and that thing.
I think you're doing a perfect job of that. And honestly, right now, your YouTube and even your Instagram, man, 98,000 followers already, and you're barely out of high school, not even, you're about to graduate. What is that feeling like, knowing that you already have that amount of support?
It feels good, but at the same time, I'm staying humble, because you can lose anything at any given time.
Cause baby girl, I got you. If we was in war and they shot at you, just know that I would take a bullet for you. This is where it starts, this is where it begins. You're my shorty, my best friend. If I say I love you, that's what I really mean. You deserve the world, deserve everything. You deserve the world, deserve everything. Thinking about her, she all in my dreams. We all alone, nobody's home. Let's just chill today. Like the way you look at me with them pretty eyes. Keep on being you, cause everything else gonna follow. Yeah, everything else gonna follow. Like the way you honest, like the way you are. You don't have to be perfect, cause in my eyes you're a star. You can count on me, like 1, 2, 3. I'ma take care of you, hope you take care of me. She's so beautiful, she's so fine.
How does it feel knowing that people are waiting on your music already and you aren't officially like a major label recording artist?
To be honest, it feels good, man. It feels good, but it feels very good. I'm not ready for it to end yet, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still staying humble. No matter what, I'm still staying humble. And it keeps me pushing. It keeps me pushing and make me come harder. So it makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good. To be honest, I just think about like, I could be in that man's shoes right now, or You know, that could be me. If I lag, you know, I can get stuff taken away from me, and I just think of that. I just think of like, what would God do? What would, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stay humble, keep my mouth shut. You know, even though things are going good, stay humble because I'm not where I want to be yet. You know, I'm trying to go farther. I'm not where I want to be yet, so I'm not satisfied, but I'm staying humble until I get there. So.
That's a good thought process to have. And you're graduating next week, and then you're about to go off to college. You're going to go to UCO. I assume it's going to be for music.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Music engineering.
What are you most excited to grow as an artist?
Finding connections, building up my fan base, and learning, getting my degree.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your goals for your career?
In 5 years, man, I see myself working with other artists, major artists, on the Billboard Top 100, and you know, just working. I see myself up there with the greats.
To you, what sets you apart from other upcoming artists here in Southwest Oklahoma?
What set me apart is I got my own sound, my own voice, my own melody. You know, the beats are different sometimes. I'm just Jaden Pierce, man. I'm not a rapper. I'm more of a singer. And, you know, I'm just me, man. I'm just me.
Well, this interview is for you. So is there anything that I have not had the chance to discuss that you would like to talk about before we end?
No, but I just released my newest album, Life of a Rising Star. It's streaming on all platforms. So go give it a listen when y'all get a chance.
And where can they find you online?
You can find me on, I got my website, JadenPierce.com, Instagram, Jaden Pierce the GOAT, Facebook, just type in Jaden Pierce. Just type in Jaden Pierce, you can find me anywhere.
It was a time in my life when someone told me I'll be nothing. I felt bad, it broke me down, I was hurting. So much pain inside, I was heartless. But I never gave up, I just kept on trying. Before I go to sleep, I make sure that I pray. And when I wake up, thinking for another day. Put your hands up, make some noise. Give God some praise. I am the